Greetings, I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. Tucked away near Barton Springs is an outdoor oasis of art just waiting for you to explore. We're going to visit the UMLAUF Sculpture Garden and Museum on this episode of Discover Austin. The UMLAUF Sculpture Garden and Museum opened in 1991 on a shady 6-acre site just around the corner from Zilker Park. 273 of Charles Umlauf's sculptures are here at the Sculpture Garden, of which 59 are continuously on display in this outdoor garden. All but a handful of sculptures were created by Charles Umlauf. He was born in Michigan in 1910. Even before he was 10 years old, it was clear that he had remarkable artistic talent. In 1941, Umlauf moved to Austin with his wife when he became a life drawing and sculpture professor at the University of Texas. Umlauf would go on to become a very accomplished sculptor and artist, spending 40 years teaching at UT. In 1985, he gifted his land, home, studio, and many sculptures to the city of Austin, which has now become the UMLAUF Sculpture Garden and Museum. He died in 1994. In the future, the UMLAUF hopes to open up the house and private sculpture garden to guests. Umlauf's work is diverse, as he was known to do expressionism, realism, and abstraction. While his early works were often wood, terracotta, or cast stone, as he developed his skills, he graduated to bronze, alabaster, and marble. The bronze sculptures at UMLAUF have a light coating of wax on them, which allows viewers to touch the sculptures without causing harm to the piece. Some of the more popular pieces are the Torch Bearers, Spirit of Flight, and War Mother. Some of the sculptures here are smaller versions of pieces on display elsewhere. For example, Spirit of Flight is the scale model for a 17-foot statue on display at Dallas Love Field, while Madonna and Child is the scale model for an 8-foot sculpture at St. David's Hospital in Austin. Umlauf was well respected outside of Austin too. In fact, Umlauf has more pieces in public locations than any other artist in Texas. Both the Smithsonian and the Metropolitan Museum of Art own Umlauf's work. While the outdoor garden is the main attraction, there's an indoor museum that features 4 or 5 rotating exhibits a year. In addition, there are more than 2,000 of Umlauf's drawings in the museum's collection. There are many activities that happen at UMLAUF. Family Day is the second Sunday of each month and features sculpture searches, art activities, performances, and more. Adults can take part in yoga in the garden and special artist talks. UMLAUF After Dark allows the public to meet artists and musicians. While self-guided tours are always available, you can get a guided tour on the 3rd Saturday of each month. The grounds at UMLAUF are gorgeous, and it's available for rent for weddings, parties, or other private gatherings. There are so many amazing things to see here at the UMLAUF Sculpture Garden and Museum. It is definitely worth your time to take a visit. I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Discover Austin. And remember, when you're ready to buy or sell a home in Central Texas, I'm ready to help. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Discover Austin. So that you don't miss any future episodes, go ahead and subscribe to our channel.